Hello, my name is Byron. I am the developer of the Cardiostats USA web application, and today I'm going to show you how to use the web application to replicate a report that was published in the nchs back in 2017. This is report number 289. And so I'm going to show you how you can replicate the results in this report using our web application. And this time it's going to be a little bit technical because this is a completely different set of authors, and we're going to have to modify our NHS data to make it exactly like their data before we pass it to the web application. So I'm going to share my screen, and here you can see the report. Here's the figure that we want to replicate. It shows the prevalence of hypertension among adults aged 18 and over by sex and age in 2015 through 2016. So now I'm going to do a little bit of technical stuff with my code. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my data match the data that were used in this report. So I'm going to modify my age group variable so that it uses the same categories as the categories in the report. And then I'm going to subset my data to include the exact same participants that were included in the report. And this is going to make an exclusion based off of pregnancy status and also an exclusion based off of missing blood pressures. And then I'm going to do a little bit more technical stuff that really is done to work with the infrastructure of the web application itself. First, I'm going to modify the key that I pass into the web application by just including my hypertension module. But then I'm actually going to get rid of the hypertension module column entirely. Because if the hypertension module is included in my NHS key, then the app is going to automatically subset the cohort because there's a default set of subsetting routines in the application so that we always analyze the cohort that we think is the best cohort to analyze for hypertension. And we don't want to do that here because we want to analyze the exact cohort that the CDC analyzed. And so I'm just going to get rid of the module column in my NHS key. And now I'm going to run the application using the NHS data that I created and the modified key that I just created. So I'm running this locally, and this is not actually the web application. I'm just running it on my own machine. And so to match what the CDC did in their analysis, I'm going to select 2015 through 2016. I don't need to do any restrictions of my population because I already did that before I ran the application. I'm going to pick hypertension as the outcome using the JNC7 guideline definition. And I'm going to stratify my results based off of age. And this is going to be using the age category that we just created that was used in the CDC. So here you can see the percentage of adults with hypertension in 2015 through 2016. We're going to see this is about 7.5, 33.2, 63.1. This is really 7.45, but we're going to round that up because that's what the CDC report did. So in the CDC report, we see 7.5, 33.2, and 63.1 for the prevalence of hypertension. Now let's do this, the same analysis among men and women separately. We can do that by coming down here, selecting, we're going to select another stratification variable. This time we want to stratify on separate paths. So we're going to be stratifying with age in the graph, and then we're going to create two different graphs, one for men and one for women. So I'm just going to recompute. All right, so now we have gender equals men at the top. So we've got 9.2, 37.2, 58.5, 9.2, 37.2, 58.5. And on the bottom women, 5.6, 29.4, 66.8. 5.6, 29.4, 66.8. So there you have it with a little bit of pre-data processing. We can replicate this analysis from a totally different group of authors at the CDC using this web application. We'll stop here. Come back next time.